So I'm reminded of a great philosopher, one Dominic Toretto, who said, "I live my life 1/4 mile at a time." Seems logical, right? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Mile 22, the latest collaboration between Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg. It also stars Cohan, John Malkovich, and Uwais. So the basis of the story is Uwais plays Lee Noor, who is a double agent that has to be transported to a plane in order to stop a terrorist attack. So he has the combination code, but he wants to be put in witness protection program, so they have to take him from an embassy to an airport in 22 miles or 3 hours. Essence, the movie is called Mile 22, so they have to get to the 22nd mile. But in order to get there, they have to go through opposition. And the opposition is led by these 4 or 5 extremists who go after and try to kill the Lee Noor character. But you have characters played by Mark Wahlberg, who's James Silva. You have Lauren Cohan, who plays Alice Kerr. And you have Ronda Rousey, who plays Sam Snow. So in the process of getting there, like I said, they are attacked. So the things I did like about this movie, I like that it tried to keep a 24 style where everything was in real time. So to get to that moment, it only lasts about an hour, but they have to get to that moment by the time, so the plane's only gonna have like 10 minutes to land. It takes off and it can, successfully take Lee Noor's character. So in the process, like I said, they get attacked and, people die, and it's just really weird how it happens though, because these characters they're like elite soldiers, but they're not very good at being elite soldiers. I mean, this stuff is not planned out very properly. And I like Peter Berg. I like Mark Wahlberg. I like Iko Uwais. He was really good in The Raid. If you haven't seen The Raid and The Raid 2, definitely check him out here, or check him out there. But he's underused in this movie. I mean, there's some action sequence in it, but he's not it's not well choreographed. It's just he beats up a couple people, kills a couple people, and that's it. I guess maybe that's what you want, and then Mark Wahlberg's like over the top, and it's just annoying. Like, I wanted to love this movie because Peter Berg definitely knows how to shoot action. He's definitely an action-oriented director, but I'm starting to wonder if he's a good director. I mean, I guess I shouldn't talk because I'm not a director, so I don't know the process, but I just feel like Peter Berg's taking on these movies that either doesn't make any sense or doesn't fit his criteria or profile. I mean, he's doing stuff like Battleship, and he's doing stuff like Lone Survivor, and he did Deepwater Horizon. He's like all over the place. I think the last movie I liked, even remotely, was Friday Night Lights. And I'm just starting to question whether the relationship between Mark Wahlberg and Peter Berg is ever going to be a successful one, because this movie is not good. It's boring. It's not fun to watch, and like John Malkovich is in this movie, but like he's just reduced to a role that's just bland, and that's what this movie is, bland. It tries to be fun, but everything happens so quickly. Everything's cut so quickly that it never really gains any traction. I mean, by the time there's this scene in the beginning where they, like I said, they take down a Russian safe house, and it shoots back 16 months later, and there's like back and forth between Lauren Cohan and Ronda Rousey and Mark Wahlberg that's just weird and over the top, and it's just ugh. And then Lauren Cohan has a daughter with Peter Berg some reason in this movie too. I know he's an actor a lot of times, but he's in his own movie, and it's weird. And then they transport Iko Uwais' character to Mile 22 or to the airport, and things are moving so quickly that it's just like, what the fuck is even going on? I mean, the people that are dying in this movie, they're dying quickly and they're dying early, and then the way the bad guy is, it's like, if you've ever seen Shoot 'Em Up, the bad guy played by Paul Giamatti just happens to be in that particular area, and then the villains don't make any sense, and I maybe I'm just being me because a lot of people think I'm hard on movies, but the reason I'm hard on movies is because stuff like this it bothers me to a point where it doesn't make any sense. I mean, this movie makes no sense. It doesn't really have any structure to it. It's just getting a guy from one point A to point B, and then throwing a weird twist at the end that is just so stupid. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I feel like Peter Berg doesn't know what he wants in a movie, and maybe that's the fault of the scripts he gets or the acting of Mark Wahlberg, because Mark Wahlberg is a talented actor, but he's terrible in this movie. I mean, it's just it's very sad to see, because this is a movie that could have been a lot of fun, and I went to see it in Dolby Atmos, the Dolby Theater, and it sounds nice, but you're just sitting here going, this is a lot of money that they threw at the screen that leads to nowhere, that leads to nothing. And it, like I said, it looks nice. Peter Berg's, he knows how to shoot things, so everything looks nice. His handheld ability is his signature, you know, when the handheld camera. So you can always tell when it's a Peter Berg film, just the way it's shot, just the way the graininess of the movie is shot. It's very Peter Bergish, and like I said, his movies are always nice to look at. But it's just like when I watch Deepwater Horizon, I just feel like there's this lead up to a story that could be good, and then the payoff's just not good. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. Lauren Cohan is terrible. Ronda Rousey, she's Ronda Rousey, so you know what you're getting. Most of the side characters are just there. Like I said, John Malkovich is just thrown to the side like, you know, trash, and he's there as like the Chris Cooper of the Bourne Identity type of character. So, but I don't know what else much to say. I didn't care for it. I don't recommend it. I think it's probably one of the worst movies this year. Probably not as bad as Slender Man, because I don't think anybody's going to beat that. But I just think it's a huge misfire by Paul Berg and Mark Wahlberg. So, and like I said, as always, take it for what it's worth. But that's on our review for Mile 22. As always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Audio Boom. Comment below, all that good stuff. Email us at nlapolo113@gmail.com. But with that, thank you so much for checking out our review for Mile 22, and we'll see you later, guys. Peace.